everyone, this is Agerian7 again. I'm watching a video of my friend Aldaris playing blue Protoss. He is facing the red Zerg. He's a new player. He isn't really like a customary RTS player, so it's kind of new for him, but he's played the first game a little, you know. So hopefully you guys can go easy on him. You know, he's not the best, but he's learning really fast. Alright, so let's watch him play. There are some problems with the strat he's using. See, the Zerg player is scouting, whereas my friend here, not really. He's just going straight to probes and a gateway. He's not really, you know, trying to look for his enemy, and not till like halfway into the game he finds out where the red Zerg is. See, you need to know where your enemy is, and even better, know what they're doing. Know what they're making, so you can counter it, and you can use it to your advantage. Like, let's say, you know, this was they were making Mutalisks. You wouldn't mass Zealots, would you? Because that wouldn't do anything to those Mutalisks. They just totally rape you. You'd want to make some Void Rays, you know, some Phoenixes, whatever, to counter them. So, knowing what your enemy is doing and where they are is extremely important. Well, here he is destroying the destructible rocks, so he can make his expansion right there. The enemy is doing the same, actually. I'll be uploading another video of mine doing a 1v1 on this map, and I kind of utilize this expansion pretty late, but from now on I'm always going to be doing that like right away. I always utilize the outside natural expansion. So, you know, when no one's attacking you, you know, that's a good sign to start expanding, you know? Get more minerals, build up more of an army, and you should be attacking by now. Like, honestly, if you're not the one attacking, then you're not the one controlling this game. But there's also a downside to attacking, and that is the counterattack. You know, if they take down, like, your whole army and you're left defenseless, leaves you way open for a counterattack, and that will just be devastating. You know, here's the kind of horrible attack by the Zerg, you know, nothing really, doesn't even scratch the Zealots. Here's the first expansion by the Zerg player, you know. So you gotta be attacking, you know, putting pressure on them, you know. What I like to do is attacking them from two directions. That just messes up their macro, and, you know, unless they're a really good player and, you know, are perfect with their macro, they're not really gonna, you know, deal with it easily. Like, they'll probably, if they're a bad player, they'll just probably send a huge chunk of their army to face your initial, and then the side, you know, I'd attack, you know, first from here, and then from behind, and they would, you know, it would take a while for their army to, you know, take down the army from here, and then move them all the way here. You know, some people's macro isn't that good enough. See, my friend is still, you know, massing his Zealots, you know. I think he should be expanding more, you know, he should be at least attacking, you know. So then I think he's going to start teching up into Stalkers and everything. You know, always have, you know, the 3 probes or drones or SCVs in your or assimilators, Vespene gas, whatever. You know, that's for the maximum. Same with minerals, you know, 3. So still playing a really defensive game with both players. You know, we got some roaches here. You know, those can be used really well against Protoss if they don't have any detectors around, you know, burying them. So now another, you know, they just keep getting slaughtered and, like, not even doing anything to his Zealots or his Stalkers. See, my friend now, he's starting to make Void Rays, which is a pretty good idea. You know, they can't really see this expansion right now. That's why you should be scouting, you know, with Overlords. It's okay to lose an Overlord, you know. Like, if you know they're making Void Rays, you can easily counter that as, well, I don't know. I don't really play Zerg as much. But yeah, you can make Mutalisks, but see, they didn't know this guy had a whole bunch of Void Rays, and they just got destroyed. So my friend starts to make another expansion here. So a Zerg player doing the same. So, you know, I think the player he was facing wasn't, you know, he wasn't good at the game. I think he could have done a lot of things better. You know, it seems like he was making a lot of minerals or a lot of resources. He's not using this extractor at all, which is weird. He should be, you know, massing his Zerg, or he starts making Ultralisks, which this is probably the first time I've seen Ultralisks being used. You know, Zerg player keeps playing. My friend just keeps massing, you know, just adding and adding more units to his pile, and keeps making Void Rays. You know, so I think he should have kept expanding. You know, if he knows the Zerg player is just staying there, if you had a scout, you would have known the Zerg player isn't that great, and you know he's just staying in one place. Then I would just expand here. You know, here. I would take the gold here. Also probably the gold here, and you know, just get as much minerals and gas as I can, and just I should have, you know, these Void Rays could have probably taken out his whole army, everything. Well, there are spores here, but like, he could have taken them out, honestly. So, you know, just waiting here, you know, both players are playing a really defensive game, not doing much. I don't know why there are so many pylons here. Guess he just ran out of space or something. No, he had a ton of space. So the Zerg player makes some Ultralisks. I don't know how much Ultralisks cost, but I think it's quite a bit. Upgraded too. So here the Ultralisks, they take a couple Zealots down. Maybe like 2 or 3 Stalkers. You know, Void Rays are here. See, once you destroy like their whole army, and if your army is still standing strong, like, I say go for the counterattack. You know, he's gonna be weak, he's gonna be defenseless, he's gotta keep making units if he wants to survive. And that is the perfect time to counterattack. Because, you know, your enemy will not be able to defend themselves. And even if they are, you should have your macro down, you know, keep making units, reinforce the ones that are attacking. And it should be perfectly fine. So here we go. My friend the Blue Protoss is making another Nexus here. Taking the gold, which is really good, very smart. You know, defending it with his Void Rays, while also having Void Rays and Stalkers and Zealots here. I can't stress him enough that, you know, he should have been attacking, and if you're in his place, you should, you know, just right away. You see, Zerg player making more Ultralisks, not really learning that there are Void Rays here and they're pretty much useless toward them. He's not going to get anywhere. Zerg player making another expansion right here. The Void Rays just demolishing whatever this Zerg player is sending out. Ultralisks get sent in, run away. And, you know, they're just defenseless. The Zerg player doesn't understand these Void Rays are just gonna slaughter your Ultralisks if you send them there. More pylons there, I don't know why. It's weird. A carrier's being made. You know, you can't let the Protoss player, you know, if you're facing a Protoss player, never let them get mass carriers, you know. It's near impossible to counter that unless you have like a huge amount of Mulists or Vikings or something. You know, you shouldn't even let him make one. Honestly, you should be always aggressive on him. Make sure, you know, cloak behind, you know, drop in some Ghosts or Banshees from behind and take out his SCVs or, you know, Gatherers. You know, here's another bad attack from the Zerg player. A little freezing there. Just speeding up this clip a bit since I am going over the 10-minute YouTube limit. But, you know, there's the GG, you know, this Zerg player was playing awful, you know, his micro, everything was pretty bad. And, you know, a couple things to learn: don't play defensively. And learn to take advantage of certain situations, especially counterattacks, or using air units to harass his worker. And then you should be on your way to playing Starcraft 2 well. Alright, thanks for watching. Subscribe for more or leave me some feedback in the comments. Alright, thanks. Have a good one.